Good morning, Flosstube. Welcome to Justsewsherrie. I'm Justsewsherrie here on YouTube and also over on Instagram as well. Well, hello and welcome to the final of the Euros Day. It is Sunday the 14th of July. I'm a day late. Why am I a day late? Can't remember. I think I was just tired yesterday. And I thought, oh, I might leave it a day. So I did. And now we're on Sunday. And yes, England are in the final of the Euros tonight. And I always have a bit of a... Because obviously I am Scottish and by blood and all the rest of it. But yeah, I was raised in England. And I was raised supporting England. My dad... I watched the football with my dad from being a little girl. Well, I used to play football with the lads from being about 5, 6. I was a proper little tomboy. And back in the day, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but back in the day I was at junior school, so I think I must have been 9-ish. And the boys' football team and me went to the headmaster and said, we want Sherrie on our football team. And I said, I want to be on their football team. And the headmaster in 1980 said, no. Boys play football, girls play netball. No. I'm not saying it stayed with me, but it stayed with me. That man, that ruined my budding football career before it even began. So I've grown up supporting England. So yes, we are in the final. The only time I have problems is when it's an England-Scotland game, and then I never really know who to support. I kind of sit on the fence because I feel really guilty supporting one over the other. But come on, England, let's bring it home. How Gareth? You can do this. You can do this, lads. Let's, how many times have I got to ask for not a last-minute goal, though? Let's just have it comfortably sewn up. There's a lot of us older folks with tickers that are getting on in age. We can't handle this. Can't handle the pressure. So, that is the exciting day it is today. So it is, I think I've said it's 8:15 in the morning. I've got my cloudy lemonade I have today. I've got a bottle of Coke and I couldn't find caffeine. Thank you very much to those of you bright buttons who said to me when I was changing from drinking Coke that, oh, you can get caffeine free Coke. Never thought of that. But anyway, they didn't have any caffeine free Coke at the Co-op when I went yesterday. Okay, I said welcome to everybody, I hope. Welcome if you are a newbie, you're a joiner along the way, or you're a brand new newbie. I've just said welcome to the newbies. I'm not starting again. We're on take 2 of my 3 minutes. No, we're on take 3 of my 3 minutes in. We're going with it. And thank you to those that have been with me from the very start. You're all bonkers. Yeah, you're all bonkers. So, something I never say, but please like, share, subscribe, do all the happy things that we do on Flosstube. I always forget to say that bit. I just kind of launch in, all right, this is what we're doing and this is where we're going. So yeah, I've written myself an agenda. I have got an agenda, look at that. So that I don't forget to say, please subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. But if you want to win the giveaway, you do have to. Done that bit. This week's Justsewsherrie is another Justsewsherrie's daughter. So it's a Justsew Courtney. And involves my parents. Who are, 76 now? So I went over to see them the other day. And my mum said, have you heard from your daughter? And I says, don't think so. She says, well, since she's been arrested. I says, you what? what? She says, well, I think she got arrested, but she's not arrested now. I was like, hang on a second, wind this one back. Arrested? She's in Germany, isn't she? She got arrested in Germany, did she not tell you? My dad's sitting laughing away, you know. My mum's going, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said something. I'm like, does somebody want to embellish why my daughter's been arrested in Germany? I can think of lots of places I would not want to be arrested, and probably Germany is one of them. So, as some of you know, she's a bit of a roadie, she's working on a sustainable part of Coldplay's tour. But in that, she does offshoot little jobs here, there and everywhere. So she's been working in Germany, Adele's going to be over there doing her residency. So they were sorting out the venue and stuff. It's not, honestly, it sounds glamorous, it's not. They don't get to meet Adele. Adele hasn't got anything to do with what she does. So anyway, she was leaving to go back to Rome because that's where Coldplay are. And apparently, she told me mum and dad she was arrested at the airport for carrying an offensive weapon. If you didn't know she was my daughter, you would know she was my daughter. Carrying an offensive weapon in her hand luggage. It was her Swiss Army knife. But her Swiss Army knife, bearing in mind what she does very physical, deals with power and scaffolding and building and forklift trucks and tractors and all that sort of stuff. Her Swiss Army knife is a Swiss Army knife. It's got proper knives and things in it. So yeah, that she had like armed police. And apparently, I don't even know why I'm laughing. Apparently, she texted one of the lads, or one of the lads had gone through customs, gone through the passport check, and sort of realised Courtney wasn't there a little bit later, and sort of texted her and said, Courtney, where are you? And she went, I'm currently sitting on the floor, I'm under arrest for carrying an offensive weapon. So apparently he came back through, and fortunately the police did believe her that there was a valid reason for her carrying a Swiss Army knife. Although this is the girl that's been on a world tour for 3 years. She's very much versed in airports and security and all that sort of stuff. So she did say to me, Mum, I should have known better. It was my own stupid fault. I should have known better. I should have been in me packed luggage. So the police did believe that was the reason why she had it. And Dave came back and sort of says, oh yeah, this is what we're doing, this is where we're going. And it was fine. There was never really any... And the police just said, look, well, you can't take it with you. He says the only option... Apparently they were quite nice. And said the only option we can give you is to post it somewhere that isn't here. So she's now posted her offensive weapon to her nana and granddad. So my little old white-haired nana, Mum, Courtney's nana, is now proudly sporting an offensive weapon in life. I think she takes after me. And I still haven't spoken to her about it. So she still doesn't know. I know she was arrested for carrying offensive weapons. And now that we all know, and she doesn't know that we all know now, so it should be a fun conversation I'll have with her when I speak to her next. So yes, that is this week's Justsewsherrie. Although it was quite funny because I was over, there was a tiny little side one I'll give you just for fun. And I looked at me dad. Bear in mind, I'd been sat and chatting to him for half an hour or something. And I looked at him and went, Dad, you got your t-shirt on inside out. Remember me? You put your t-shirt. So my dad's, you've got your t-shirt on. Oh no, Jennifer, which is my mum's name. You didn't inspect me this morning. Normally our mum inspects me and makes sure I'm well dressed or dressed appropriately. So apparently it's all my mum's fault because she didn't inspect him. He has to line up for inspection in the morning and my mum will sort him out. This is what happens when you've been married 55 years. Cross stitch. Oh, let me check my agenda and see if we're up to the cross stitch bit. So I've done welcome, I've done thanks, I've done subscribe, I've done Justsewsherrie. I have got something else as well, which I'm pleased had my agenda. I don't have it at hand. I do have a sticker to hand though. That Tuck and Dog Stitcherie. It was a £15 gift card that I bought to help celebrate Rachel opening her new online stitchery. It was won by Kathy Simith, 6678. So Kathy Simith 6678. I've not received an email off you, or you can contact me over on Instagram. I need to know where to send it to. So if you let me know, I will only wait a week because I'll do it. Am I going to do it next week? Yes, I'm going to do a Flosstube next week. Let me know by next week. If not, I shall do another draw next week. So if you can get in touch with me and find out where I send that to. Okay, we've got lots and lots and lots. I have got 2, 3, officially 2, but technically 3 FFOs. I have got 2. No, I've got 1 FO and I've got an FFF. Hold that thought. I have got whips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whips. I have got quite a few little prezzies I bought myself because I was at a retreat, and then I had to do it. I had to do an order from Rachel, and then what have I got after that? I've got the Pretty Bird giveaway winners, the results, and I've got this week's giveaway, which I wanted to have on last week, but I forgot to take it with me to Nottingham. So I'll do it this week, but again, that one will only be a week as well, but I'll remind us when we get there. So let's jump straight in. What are we starting with? FFOs. So this was the one that I had FFO'd, but didn't take with me last week to Nottingham. So this is From the Heart, Needle Art by Wendy, and it is the July Quaker. It is done on 22 count hard hanger, and it is done with the 2 blue called for DMC, but I did substitute the red for a bit of a corally orangey red, a brighter red, a more, what I thought, more summery red than the red that they'd used. And I think she'd done it to match in with the American flag. So that is that. And this is the same frame that I put all of them into. I just switched them out. So I've only got one frame because obviously we're only in one month at a time. So that is my finish of July Quaker. It's lovely. I enjoyed every single stitch of this one. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. August isn't coming on so well, but I'm loving this one. That is that one. Now we have got a bit of a biggie, and this was, if you watched me last week, you will know that I was picking up a finish from Lisa at Atelier Frames, who's framed this for me. It's the first time I've had anything framed since I got my spaniel framed 30 years ago. So yeah, it's the first time I've done it. I will show you. I'm trying to stay out of the glare. I don't know if you can hear us. I'm trying to stay out of the glare of the light. So this is or these are Quaker Sisters by Modern Folk Embroidery, which is obviously our Jacobs company. And I have done them on this one in the grey blue, whatever you want to call it, is on an antique white 32 count. Now I would need to look up the colour thread that I use, but it's just like what I would call a steel blue. And then this one is on just a grey 32 count linen that I think I picked up at Harrogate. Is just a random piece of linen, that's all. And I used tin white 01. So let me just tip this down so you can see them a little bit. Oh. What happened? Am I pleased with them? Yada yada. No, is the answer. I do like them, but I don't love them. The reason being, can you remember a few weeks ago I was talking about making mistakes and learning lessons? This is where this came from. Lisa sent me a photo of them, and I was pleased she had, because it meant I kind of got over me disappointment before I actually saw them. So number one, this one, I should have used a darker purple for the words. Does it say for I am thine and thou art mine? Something like that. Yeah, for I am thine and thou art mine. And you can see it okay when you're close up, but from further away you cannot see what it says at all. And I knew at the time, I said at the time, I kind of wish I'd done it in a darker one, but it was 1/1, I didn't want to frog it. I wish I'd gone back and frogged it now. So that was the first thing that I learned. If I'm not happy, do it again before you get to the framing part. The second is my main error. You see here and here, I've carried a thread, and you can see it. And I should know better. I do know better. So that is them. They're going to go up on my wall. They've already been up on my wall, and I've took them down to show you guys. The framing is beautiful, and the frames work so well with the colours, and I haven't really got to take credit for it. It was Lisa. I just said, yeah, I'm in your hands. You're the framer. You do what you need to do. Can I sit down so you can see my face as well? I'm here. Look, I'm here. I don't know if you can hear us from all the way over here, but I am here. So I said to Lisa, I'm in your hands. And she picked these, and I was just instantly, yep, spot on. So they have come up lovely. I am pleased with them. Now, one of them was, this one was a start on the 1st of January. I didn't intend to invert the colours. It was just how it went, because I was halfway through this one, and I started this one on the 2nd of February. My friend Leanne was due to go into hospital and have quite a big operation. And with it being sort of the sisters, I just thought it would be nice to sort of start the second sister, sort of in honour of her, really. So I am pleased with them, don't get me wrong. I love the Quakers. I love a Quaker stitch. And I had to have a real sort of strong word with myself and say, now have you made a mistake, or have you learned a lesson? And I'm trying to flip it on its head, and I'm trying to say, well, I've learned a lesson. We will see. So it's a biggie, and I'm kind of pleased with it, but I'm not as pleased as I could have been with it. So let's hope I've learned my lesson. Okay, moving on to finishes. This one, this little wee bird. So this is Winter Wee Bird. This is the 4th of my 4 wee birds that I've got on my 24 and 24. So I've now done all 4 wee boards. That's Jodie. Yeah, look at that board hour there. So I have done Halloween, autumn, Christmas and winter. This is done on 36 count fibre on a whim cypress, and I changed the word kind of green. Can't remember what I changed it to. Can't remember. But I did change it for something. Other than that, it's the called for DMC that's provided. And these, honestly, I love these. And the stitch up, so bloody lovely. I've really enjoyed every single stitch of them. And to the point where when I finished that one the other day, I did think, maybe I should crack on and do some of the others that I've got as well. Just for fun. Because they are fun to do. Yeah, these for that one. And now we've got the FFF. They're finally fluffing finished. Jardin Privé, cat lovers, is finally finished. And I've even ironed her for you. Isn't that fab? God, I made a meal of this. Towards the end anyway. I really made a meal of it. So, I've said it before, but in case you're new around, I've changed the cats. So I've done all the flowers and everything in the called for DMC. I changed some of the little hearts and these little motifs for colours that were used in the flowers, because they're all meant to be like a brown, like this brown at the top. It just didn't work for me. So, but what I did was I picked the colours. I used like the pinks, etc. And just pulled the colours out of it to do them with. I then changed all the cats to cats that I've owned in the past. So I've got 2 silver tabbies at the moment. The ginger and white was the first cat I had. I've had quite a few black cats. And the little tortoiseshell is my little tabapa. And that is finished. Thank the Lord, it is finished. Now at Floss Friends, I saw somebody who'd finished this into a pillow. So I'm going to do the same, and I have identified, hang on. This bit of fabric. So I'm going to make this just into a cushion cover. And I think that goes quite nicely. And where did I get this fabric from? It was either the Harrogate Show or might have been Viking Loom. So that is finished. Thank the Lord. Thank the bloody Lord. Done, done, done. And I can now finish it. So I'm not going to actually stuff it because it would take a lot of stuffing to fill. I'm just going to buy a cushion and put it in. Yes. Winning at life, winning at cross stitch, right there. Okay, I'm just going to grab my whips. And I forgot, even with me agenda, I've got new starts. I've got 2 new starts. Yes, Sally, 2 more new starts. I started a Burn Hope from Mama Loves You GB. I was really missing having a marking sampler. It appears I like marking samplers these days. Never ever thought I would, but I do. And I am doing this on antique white, and it's a Newcastle linen, which means it's a 40 count. So I've just got to start with my little black and white bumblebee. So it's going to be, it's quite a lot of stitching in this, like. And I am using, what am I using? Oh, it's a red marking sampler. What else? What else? But Gentle Arts Schoolhouse Red. Because Brenda and Laura says that it must be so. And I ain't not doing what Brenda and Laura say, because they're the bosses, apart from Carol, which is what I've mentioned before. Carol's the godmother, crusty. And my second new start is one that was gifted to me from Historical Sampler Company, and I can't show you because there isn't a picture. There's basically we've just got the pattern. So that was a very, very, very quick flash. So I started this yesterday. They very kindly, very, very, very kindly gifted me the gift box, which I did an unboxing of, the cotton and twine. So that is my little new start on it. So in the box you get the linen, you get the ghost, you get the needle minder, you get all the threads, and you get some floss drops, which I haven't used. So there's pumpkins, there's bats, and there's spiders. And I haven't used them because there's too many colours. So I will use these. I think these are fabulous. I really do. And that's my little start. And of course, anything that is surrounded by black and white is a winner in my book. So bring on the Halloween stitching. So this is a sal that you can get through Historical Sampler Company or Cotton and Twine, whichever one you look up. I mean, one's just a subsidiary of the other, isn't it? Cotton and Twine is housed within Historical Sampler. I don't know how it works. If anyone knows how these companies work it. Okay, next one. Another Halloweeny. Old Salem Sanatorium by Dirty Annie's. Now I wanted to tell you about this. Look at this, right? You know, I've got me one-legged glasses that everybody knows about. I've now got another pair of one-legged glasses for the same. I must be really hard on this side of glasses. Anyway, I'm going to cover the bottom. How am I going to cover the bottom? Cover the bottom because there's a bit of a pattern there. But it shows you on the back of here, Nazareth Sanatorium, Mineral Wells, TX. I assume that means Texas. And you can book a room here for only $99 a night. I'd love to. I mean, I'd be hysterical by the morning. Absolutely hysterical. But what a fab thing to do. Love a ghost hunt. Okay, and this is where we are. One of these days I'll sort me flipping working threads out before I show you them. So basically, where we left it, I had just started the S. So I have finished a glorious S. It's not quite as glorious as that M, but it's a glorious S nonetheless. And I've done the AN. So this is going to be just keep doing a letter at a time. And this has been done on Crispy October by Primitive Hair. And I'm doing it with Weeks Dye Works charcoal. And it's lovely. It matches the, like the variegation matches the fabric wonderfully. Wonderfully. It's not very often I get things right, but when I get it right, I'm very impressed with myself. I'm very impressed with myself. next we have got in my beautiful bag of cross-stitch Jess. It's gorgeous. And in it I am keeping Boo Cat by, that's another Dirty Annie's one. Love him. And this is where I am. So again, this is one that I'm picking up, just doing a bit at a time. So I can't remember which, I think it was this side actually. I've done right sort of down here, and I've done small black. I was just up to the black here, so I've just done a little bit more. So it was literally, I think it was yesterday or the day before, because obviously I've been finishing Cat Lovers and whatever else I've been finishing. Oh, me Halloween bird, not me Halloween, me winter bird. So just getting a little bit done on this, just so that I don't forget it's there, because this should finish up pretty quickly. And I'm doing this on 36 count Mirage. It doesn't say who the dyer is. I think it's Fox and Rabbit. I could well have entirely made that up. I always think it's Fox and Rabbit. I don't know why. I just, if I never know who the dyer is, I say, oh, it's Fox and Rabbit. Quite literally make it up as I go along. That is my little Boo Cat. I'm definitely into Halloween stitching now. Love Halloween stitching. I love Halloween stitching. What else I've got here? Oh, I've forgotten to undo this, sorry. Sorry. Owl Forest embroidery, patchwork calendar. I need to get a good run on this again. This has fallen into just doing a little bit at a time, but I'm kind of, I need to get the momentum going again on this. So I am up to September, I think it is. September, yeah. And I have done a little bit more. So when you last saw it, I had done the top here and that little half cat. So I've done this other little, I've come down here, done the outskirts, I've done this little cat, and I've done all these little berries here. I'll bring it in so you can see the variegation. It's really lovely. It's like blues and teals and then goes into a green. And I'm doing this 1/2 on 40 count ballet slippers. Which is by Fox and Rabbit. The one time I don't automatically say yes, by Fox and Rabbit. It actually is by Fox and Rabbit. And this is it in its entirety for the moment. I might do a little bit more on this today. I can feel me attention waning slightly. I think once I get in that last row, I think it'll grab me again. Grab me. It's a long time since I've been grabbed. I was just thinking back to that young man in the hotel room. Yeah, if you want to know about that, you'll have to go back to last week. Okay, what else have we got? Now this one. This has definitely got my attention in a big way. It is Sophia Church by La-Di-Da. I love this. And this is where we are. So I have done quite a bit more. So when you last saw it, I had done partly of these green, the bits of the green border. So I have finished that, I have now started plotting, and I've gone right round and done the little acorny colour bits, those extra 2 little lines there, and I've just started to put the buds in, which is done in Sanguine or DMC 407, which is what I'm using, and it is really starting to come together. And I have just very gently started to touch the insides, mainly because I've got it in a hoop, and I keep having to move the hoop quite often to get to with the border, so I was just kind of sick of moving the hoop, that was all. So I started on here. I love this, and this has been done on, I'm going to need to get some more of this, 36 count parchment by Weeks. I absolutely love this fabric. This is what I'm doing the Rosebush sampler on by Modern Folk Embroidery, and there's something else I'm doing on as well, I can't remember. And you remember how we talked about, or for me anyway, if I get the fabric right, the rest follows suit. So for example, the patchwork calendar, the threads aren't great. They're quite knotty. They're not like a smooth stitch in any stretch of the imagination. But because the fabric's right, I can get through it with the thread. So if the fabric's right, we're doing okay. If the fabric's wrong, it's never going to happen. So that is where I am on Sophia Church. My beautiful, beautiful, beautiful parchment fabric. And again, this reminds me of the Rosebush sampler, because the colours are just really gentle. They just go really, really well with the threads. Oh, excuse me, hang on. Sorry, I had a pile malfunction. Okay, 2 more whips. And yes, we know how much I love this one. My Rachel Bird. My Rachel Bird, because I got it from Talking Dog Online Stitchery, where you can go for all your shopping needs. Rachel, I'm sorry. That was awful. Shouldn't have said that. But you can go if you want any cross stitch stuff from there. And do remember still, you can use my link underneath the affiliate. Yeah, one of them links. But if you use Sherrie 5, you will get 5% off. So just remember to use that. So Pretty Bird, and this is the one, funnily enough, that I was using parchment for. Look at this. I mean, I know I said this last week, but look at it, look at it, look at it. Look at this. The colours are just so rich and sumptuous. This is absolutely, I mean, Gigi couldn't have done better if she tried. She couldn't have. So basically what I've done is I've started doing my vegetables. So I've started coming, I had done the bones in around here, so I've started putting the red in for the, I don't know if they're berries or the flowers, but anyway, I've started putting the red in. I've come all the way down here and put the bones of the green and put the other colour, the other green colour in as well for the leaves. So once I've got all of this done, I will then move to the bird at the bottom, and I cannot wait to start that bird. Look at it. Isn't that just going to be, because it's going to be a really lovely mix of block stitching, which is nice as just fill-in stitching, but equally it's got pattern to it as well, so it's not going to be too boring. And this is what was in the giveaway. So I have done the draw, and I will tell you at the end who won that. And it was, this wasn't my giveaway, by the way, that was kindly donated by Rachel. It wasn't one off me. And my last whip comes from Home from the Holidays by Blackbird Designs, and it is, I did put this one on Instagram. Christmas garden. So that's the one that it is. And when I picked this up, I didn't realise actually how much I'd done in it. I thought I'd just done the very bare bones. But I hadn't. I'd done a little bit more. So I've actually done all of the border, well, all of the bones of the border. And you know what I really love? When I picked this up, I couldn't remember if I'd had to fudge any stitches or not. Which makes me happy, because it means that other ones where I know I've had to fudge a stitch, kind of, I'll probably end up picking that up at some point and thinking, did I or didn't I? So it just goes to show, you can probably fudge stitches and you totally forget about it. Or you do if you've got my brain anyway. So what have I done on this? Basically, I have finished this, well, I've done this pot at the bottom here. I've started to do the little reindeer. I've finished this flower, I've put some this in at the top, this gold, because it's only done with 4 colours. And then I've done this big beauty here. I've done a couple of the red bits, so I've put all the green in, again trying to get the vegetables done. And then I go in with the colours, the pretty bits. So as much as me saying I've done more, there's a lot to go, but I had done more than I thought I had. And if you want to say, I know I've said this before and I'll say it again, if you want to see this in the real, Brenda and Carol have both got this on their wall, or they did have on their wall. But they're proper stitches. They're going to have this done. They'll have all the blackbirds done. Because they are proper stitches. Not like me, just giving it a bit of a bash and hoping for the rest. Hoping for the rest? Well, yeah, hoping for the rest. Hoping for the best, even. And like I said, this is only done in, so I should have said it's done with, on milk and honey, 1/2. No, it isn't. It's 2/2. Yeah, it's 32 count, milk and honey, 2/2. Where is the, by Faber and Whim? It's not milk and honey, it's cream and sugar. By Faber and Whim, and I'm doing it with cold for, which are these beautiful DMCs. Well, I'm saying it's cold for. It's the cold for DMC conversion that is given. When I picked it up, I kind of wished I'd done it with the over dyes. But I haven't, so I'll enjoy it as it is. So there, and that is all of my stitching. What else? So we've got giveaway, results, giveaway for this week, and then final thought. So, one moment. Okay, on to gifts. I can take these off actually, I don't need to read anything, I don't think. I will get some new ones, you know, when I decide, I don't want to spend, well, when I decide it's more important to get glasses than cross stitching, then I might get some new ones. Retreat and gifts. So, retreat. So I went to, it was called the Sherrie retreat, and it was held in a place called Eastwood Hall in Nottingham, and it was run by Sophie and Danny, and Sophie is the Stitchy Ferret. I need to find Danny's Instagram name maybe. But it was run by them and it was fabulous. It was really, really good. It was quite a small one, and I've discovered I quite like the smaller ones. There was only 36, like sort of 6 tables of 6. And I quite liked that. So that was good fun, and I saw lots of people that I knew and lots of people that I didn't know and that I do now. We did a pub quiz and we won. This is the royal we, because I did very little. I did get 3 or 4 that the others didn't know. But I suppose that's the point of having a team, isn't it? But to be fair, who was it on the team with? It was Jess, Cross Stitch Jess, of the beautiful asymmetrical bags. Jess gets stitching of the beautiful needle minders that I always get and floss drops. Who else was in our team? The Turtle, who is Turtle Based Stitches, Sophie. And who have I forgotten? Who have I forgotten? Oh, it was Susanna, who was on our table. Now, we're only allowed to have in groups of 5 because there was 5 prizes. So we won and we all got a prize, and we basically divvied them out. I don't know where my one is. I've put it somewhere. But we each got, it was a voucher for somewhere different. So there was a voucher for the Patchwork Rabbit, Lakeside Needlecrafts, Stitchy Ferret, Pin Free Crafts, and why do I always forget one? Doesn't matter, it can be 7 or 2 or 27, and I'll remember all of them apart from one. Anyway, we divvied them out, and I got the voucher for a £10 voucher for the Patchwork Rabbit, so that'll be cool. And we also did a raffle, and the raffle was really good as well. And I won a £15 voucher for Don't Step on Your Needle. And you know all those little ceramic tea plates that I've got? That's where they're from. So I was over the bloody moon to win that. Yeah, fabulous. It was all themed to Halloween. And Sophie told me on the comments on the last thing, you know, I said it was the acronym ARSE, A-R-S-E, and it actually stood for a really spooky event. But the staff at the hotel thought it was a rigorously stitching event. They obviously haven't seen me at retreats because there is no stitching rigorously or otherwise going on at my retreats. I think I managed to do about 35 stitches, kind of about my average, done more, done less. I think the most I've ever done was about 112, and I can't remember where that was. Might be in Stitch in London. Anyway, so that was that. So it was a really fabulous retreat. What did I get there? Well, we got a bag, which had in it, I can't show you because it's just the pattern, but it had an exclusive pattern by, let me have a look, Urban Stitches. So I can't show you because it's just the pattern. There's not actually a picture of what it is. And we got, in the bag, we got sweets, we got Halloween stickers, we got a piece of Ada. There was something else in there and I can't remember. I've obviously, possibly food because I've eaten it. And we all got one of those from the retreat. And then off the de-stash table, DMC. So I bought these from the de-stash table. And I got this piece of fabric for a £5. I think it's wonderful. And it is. I knew I'd need my glasses. Picture this plus Gothic 40 count. It's a fabulous piece of fabric. And then I went round the shops. And from Sophie, Stitchy Ferret, I got needle minders. So I got that needle minder. I got Stitch Witch. I got a little fat cat. And I got a penguin. And I got some fabric from her. Lovely buttery yellow. Fabulous. I then went to, now Surfy the turtle. Surfy. Oh, good God. It's the little things. So Surfy the turtle, I got some fat quarters. I got this one. And I got this pretty little one. And I got another grey Halloween bag. Now, I got this. I cannot remember whether it was from Justsewsherrie or Sophie Stitchy Ferret. I apologise. It's a top loading bag. And I can remember the person saying, oh yeah, it's top loading. I was like, oh, I haven't got one of them. I'll have that. And I cannot remember who it was, so massive apologies. But if you check out both, you never know. So I got that from somewhere. Now I know I got this from Justsewsherrie, and I think she's a new vendor. And this is a beautiful bag. Little notions, and it's quilted. I mean, it's quality wise, it's top notch. Very, very, very impressed. And I also, from her, I got some scissors. I didn't get scissors at all. Got a scissors holder. Again, fabulous quality. And just a little notions bag. So I got the scissors and the notions. But this is going to be, I'm going to keep one of my little mill hills in. That's the plan. Now, next to Justsewsherrie was Monstrous Designs, and I've not come across this lady either. So I've got two kits of her, a cross stitch moon planchette, and in here you get everything you need. So obviously you get the pattern, but you get the threads, you get the hoop to finish it, you get the aider, you get the material for the back, hang on a second. I thought there was a little hoop for the back, like a little circle to sit in. I must be wrong, or it might be in there, I can't see it. So anyway, I got that one. I got the moon planchette. Yeah, we're getting to that time, aren't we? And I got introverted bat. Less of a social butterfly, more of an introverted bat. I'm just more of an old bat. And from Jess Gets Stitching, I've got 2 needle minders, and I have lost the other one. But I got this one and another teardrop one. I flippin' love her needle minders. Really, really, really love them. Now I remember sticking them to something. And this. Oh, I love this. Look at that. This is from Sarah, Not Enough Wet Bags. Isn't that just beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. And it's really sturdy. Absolutely fabulous. Love this. And I know she's coming to the Newcastle retreat in August. Then I got some frames, because I can't pass Lisa's frame boxes. Frame boxes without a rummage. So I got this one, and this is dead heavy. It's solid oak. It's beautiful. That one. I got this one, which is another bloody heavy one. Again, solid oak. And I just think of the mount boards and everything, they're really good prices. And I got this one. And I was having a look at this, so I had it in my hand, and we were talking to Lisa, and I says, "Oh, that would be good. Maybe like a witchy thing in it." Or and she looked at me, and she knows me now. She looked at me and went, "You could put a picture of you in it, Sherrie." Yeah. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks a lot. To be fair, we have discussed this witchy thing before. And when I got back, so that was the retreat stuff, and then I happened to fall into Rachel's shop again. I don't even know how it happened, but I did. So from it, I got beads. I got lots of beads. So I've kit up Xenia and also Magoyan, and I don't know what the other ones were for. I'll need to ask Rachel. I don't know what I'm getting beads for. No idea. So, but I thought I would show you. Now remember the art dot holder that I got, and I saw this from Samantha the Hugget Stitcher. She does a lot of fancy ladies, and this is how she stores her beads. Because obviously you can get into doubles and triples of beads, and you might not need them. So I have started putting them all away. So see that? And that's it at the top. So you get little stickers that you can put the number on. So that's a full one. I've got 4 of these. These all just slot into each other. So I thought I would show you that. So I did get lots of beads, but I have put them away. And I couldn't just get beads. I had to get some other stuff as well. Now I need to get in touch with her because she sent me this. And I didn't order it. I don't think I paid for it. So my name will be in the shop window. So I need to get in touch with her. It's a lovely mind. Really lovely. Hill. And here again, the witchy stuff, the witchy cauldron, and the buttons and beads, haunted graveyard, and waxing moon designs that I appear to have fallen in love with. So these are the Autumn House trio. I need to get some of these started. I love this one. Bittersweet trio. I think this is autumny as well. I mean, to be fair, but are they sunflowers? Because sunflowers are like September. So we are coming into autumn. It's this one I think that reminds me of autumn. I think they're pumpkins and a raven. Yeah, and he's on a pumpkin. Yeah, this is autumn. Oh, and there's pumpkins in there as well. And I wonder why I think it's autumn. I looked at this time and time and time again and just thought, I nearly swore, bugger it, I'm going to have to get it. I love this. So this is October Fibre House Arts. No, it isn't. It's October House Fibre Arts. And again, it's this bottom that I really, really love. And I got this. And the new one has just been released. The new one is Love. So we've now got Faith, Hope and Love. So I've already been on Rachel. I need that! I need that one! And Kathy Barrack. Halloween on the Farm. Honestly, Halloween and autumn, I could stitch forever. Ever and ever and ever. And that was all I got from, that was all, that's enough. And I got my World of Cross Stitching through. You know how you get a free gift? And this was our free gift this time. I need to cancel it, I just don't know how to, because I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know which account is paying for it. So I need to cancel it. So they are all my giveaways. And I am... They're all my giveaways. They're not my giveaways. I am not giving them all away. I'm on to giveaways now, but they're all my gifts that I got myself. They're all my little prezzies. So, Pretty Bird giveaway. I don't know what I've done with me. With me one that Rachel sent me. I'll just show you my one for the moment then. So, Pretty Bird. So this was a giveaway from 2 weeks ago. And we used the word pretty. And the winner for that was, and I will put it here. Along here, and it is Short Story 16. So Short Story 16. I wonder if it's because she's short or he's short. I mean, you can be in my gang if you're short. I'm pretty short. So Short Story 16. If you can get in touch with me either on email at justsewsherrie@gmail.com or over on Instagram, Justsewsherrie, and you can private message me and I'll get your address and get that in the post to you. This week's giveaway is a biggie. It is a biggie. Well, I think it's a biggie. It was meant to be, I forgot to mention, so I picked up my Christmas garden for Jolly July. And I do need to keep it out and keep working on it. I did start Christmas rules, but I didn't work on it this last week, so I need to get back on it. But because of Jolly July, I wanted to do a Christmas giveaway. So I am giving away, this is from me, nobody else, Botley Threads, It's Christmas Time. This is the entire kit. So you get the pattern, you get the fabric, you get all the threads. There is bound to be a needle. Yep, there's a needle in there. So this is everything that you need to stitch. And I think it's fabulous. But I think it'll take some stitching. So really I want to give it away now so that if somebody wanted to stitch it in time for Christmas, they would have that time. So because of that, I will only give 1 week before I draw the winner. And also, because I've already got one of these, I deliberately bought a second one. So as well as that, and this will all be in one giveaway, just one, the little penguin needle minder from Sophie Stitchy Ferret. I've got one of these and I think they're super cute. So when I saw it again, I was like, I know what I can do with that. So if you want to win the Bothy Threads, it's Christmas time, and the little penguin needle minder, I'll ship anywhere. That's absolutely fine, international or UK, wherever. I don't mind. What word shall we have? I mean, there's the age-old Christmas. We could just use that. Could we use that? Should we use that? Should we use Jolly July? What do you think? Let's just use one word, Christmas. So you need to be a subscriber. Like the video. You don't have to share the video, but that would be nice. What else? You need to be over 18 so I can ask for your address, and don't say giveaway or anything like that. So if you want to win these two things, and it's all in one, it's a oneer. Christmas. That's your word. Okay, I think we're about done. I'm about done. So, with the England final in mind and my Quakers that I was disappointed with in mind, today's final thought comes from Paulo, hang on, wait till I say it, Paulo Coelho. The secret of life is to fall 7 times and get up 8 times. Bye for now.